Good morning, YouTube. This video is gonna walk you guys through having the proper payment strategy to steadily increase your credit score. For those of you who are gonna watch this, you already there's tons of YouTube videos out there telling you how to increase your credit score, what you need to do in order to increase your credit score. But I know all the tools, but some of us need a payment strategy that we could use, and we know that we could follow, that will help us steadily increase our credit score. Now, credit card utilization has a very high impact on your credit, and you could see your credit score go up and down based on your utilization. So it's always been told that keep your credit card's utilization below 30%, but all the data points are pointing that keeping your utilization below 10% is ideal. So what I've done with this spreadsheet, that's not mine, that someone else built the spreadsheet, but I added on the credit utilization per card onto the spreadsheet, so I could track when my closing date is approaching. I will go back on my credit cards online, I'll look at the balances, and I'll put them in this Excel spreadsheet, and then I will know the numbers I need to be under the desired utilization that I want. Over here, 10% is ideal. This is ideal of where you would want to be. Now, it's great to be under 15% also. And if you just want to start out, I would say, and your utilization is really high, I would say strive to get it under 30%, and then next time you strive to get it under 15, and the next time you strive to get it under 10. So basically, these are the utilizations: 30, 15, 10, and current, what you're currently at. So you know where you're currently at based on the Excel spreadsheet. And this is just as simple as taking the credit limit, which is my cards. These are the credit limits, which is taking this. So taking the limit over here, multiply by 30. So basically, it's over here you do let me delete this. You do what equals, then you take the limit, then you multiply it by 0.30, and then enter, and that's how you get the percentage. So basically, over here are all my credit card balances to date, cash cards and store cards, and these are the limits, right? Now, these are the minimum payments. Never make the minimum. Never make the minimums, because if you're in a tight spot and that's all you could afford, yeah, but if you're not, the minimum payments are not there to help you. They're there to make sure the credit card companies get the most money out of you. These are some of my closing dates. I don't know all of them, or I do, but some of them I don't care, because I make over the minimum payments all the time, so it doesn't matter. But these closing dates are very important to know, guys. I'm gonna fill the rest in, because they tell you when the credit card companies are gonna report to the credit bureaus, and that's very important to know. And these closing dates are not set in stone. They change from month to month. So you need to call your credit card company and ask them. I know for the city card, it's very clear. The closing date. They have the closing date and then they have the statement balance. It's very clear. It's very easy for city card for me. And these are the due dates. And these are the percentages that I'm being charged. Look at these percentages. High, high, high. And this over here is just a target. This over here is your debt efficiency. Like when I say debt efficiency, I mean like how efficient is the debt. The lower the percentage, the higher the debt efficiency, meaning that debt is costing you a lot of money. The higher the percentage, the lower the deficiency. That means that this debt is costing you nothing. Like this TJX card, it's costing me nothing because the balance is $2. The limit is $2,005. So it's not costing me anything. Now let's look at a low efficient debt. My mortgage is 0.74. It's a very high efficient debt, meaning this is a loan that's costing me the most money. So this tells you put all your debts, and if you were to pay them in order, you would pay them in order of efficiency. The ones that's costing you the most, you'd pay, and the one that's costing you the less, you pay. But that's not how I want to do my debt payment strategy. Everybody has their own debt payment strategy, and I use what I'm comfortable with and what I think will make the most difference to me. So everybody could use their own debt payment strategy. There's some that are better than some and some that are not better than some, but as an individual, you're left up to your own choices and you can do whatever you want to do. Okay, coming back down to the debts. So these are my current balances. This is my limits and payments, closing dates, due dates, percentages, and over here is my utilization. Now, your due date, there's two things to the credit card. There's the due date and the closing date. The due date is when the bill is due. The closing date is when the credit card when the credit card company close out your statement. So when they close it, they send whatever that's on the statement goes to the credit bureaus. Now that's when it's important to make sure you're below below 30%. The desired is below 10%. Now, don't get the bill payoff confused with the total credit card. You might have a $7,000 credit card and you used it that month and you used $7,000, but not the whole $7,000 is going to be due. It's only the statement balance that's going to be due. So whatever the statement balance is, that's what you pay to avoid interest. So basically for me, yes, the last time my statement closed on one of my credit cards, I had a balance of $1,800, right? But now, look at, this is the credit card in question that I'm talking about. Now the balance is $2,572.36. But the bill is gonna be due on what? May 1st, right? You wouldn't go pay the whole $2,572 because that is not gonna help you. You pay the statement balance. Because you're thinking in your mind, and I was thinking in my mind, that you're going to charge me interest on the whole $2,000. No, you're only going to charge me interest on last month's statement balance. So I pay last month's statement balance. Everything above that is on this month, so they don't charge me interest until the next month. So that's why I never pay interest. Even though my interest rate is this, I never pay interest on this card, ever, because I always pay my statement balance, always. And the other cards, some of them I just ignore because the cash back is more than the I'm not even gonna get into that. But anyway, so now my credit is lagging a little bit. It's at 700, but I need it to be higher than that. So now I need to develop a payment strategy. And this is my payment strategy right here. To stay under these percentages. Now, thank God, I have the ability to stay below 10%. Now, to get under these percentages, you could also call and get a credit line increase, right, for these amounts. But that doesn't always work out, because I'm trying to get a credit line increase from Macy's, but Macy's is closed right now, so I can't even get through to anybody. So my Macy's card is maxed out. I'm trying to get a credit line increase, but I can't get it. The reason why the card is maxed out is I bought a piece of sofa, and I have 12 months payment deferred, but the piece of sofa maxed out the card. So and when I asked them for a credit line increase, I wasn't thinking about it. I could have asked for more, but now I'm trying to call them and they ain't answering. Nobody's there, so I have to either get it below utilizations or just leave it. I think I'm gonna leave it. I know it's gonna damage the credit, but I think I'm gonna leave it. So basically, getting a credit limit increases your utilization. But what you need to understand, if your utilization is 95% on one card and all the others are below 10%, you still have a high utilization. Because what you have to do, actually, I don't know how that works, because what I did here, I added up all my credit cards, all my limits, and I have 35%. So I added up the sum of all my cards right here, then the utilization. So that's all my balances, which is here, all my total balances, divided by the total credit limit, multiply by 100, at 26.2% utilization overall. Let me just change this percentage. Decrease. So yeah, so basically it's at 26.2% overall. So I'm understanding this credit thing, how it works. So basically, if you have nothing else on your credit, like no derogatory marks and all that stuff, the best thing to monitor your credit and to watch your credit score go up is to do this utilization. So I would suggest you guys get a Excel spreadsheet for all your credit cards, all the balances, the limits, and do a utilization comparison. When your bill is due, you put your balances in and see where you are as far as your current utilization, and then you do some minusing from the limit to make sure you're under these utilization to have your desired utilization that you want. I do hope this helps someone. I'm doing this, and every time your utilization falls below, you guys know, for those of you who have been monitoring your credit on Credit Karma, you guys know that it boosts your credit score. So I hope this helps someone. And for now, stay safe and have a wonderful day. Bye.